Hello, hello, Shadow Players, and welcome to the stream. Um, Tonight we are playing the Council. Now, I have tried on several occasions to try to play this game, but I wasn't as confident as I am now. So I'm gonna give it a shot, and we're gonna hopefully play it all the way through. Um, this game has to do with um politics and stuff. Uh, I can't remember what year we're based in, but we'll figure it out as we play along. But politics is a subject which I stay pretty far away from because I really don't care for politics. But we're investigating a secret society. So it caught my attention, and we're in kind of a uh, historical fiction, so it just caught my attention. I am determined to play it all the way through. I have all the chapters downloaded and ready to go, so hopefully I can do it in on stream and not fall out of love with it like I've done before. But let's get started with the Mad Ones. That is the title, episode 1. Let me do this. There we go, and then so the game is based off of historical fiction. Focus. The Council. The UI in the game is amazing looking. I believe we're all good. Yeah, we should go. Hopefully that sounded good. Yeah, let's get in and play. France, Paris, December 10th, 1792.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah.
Bit rough.
Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis,
Ooh, a mummy boy.
I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Burchard! Von Burchard!
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Trust her or act. With the hard one because she'd been at it for so long, so she might have a bit of a better understanding, but like to act. Oh! Tree unlocked, scarred. Oh.
For God's sake, Louis, I told you to let me do it. Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Oh, tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. Can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchard case?
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me. You're much more important than you can ever imagine. Right, let's go now.
One month later, January 20th, 1793. Lord Mortimer Island, off the coast of England. Oh, very nice cinematic, I love that. Big Bad Wolf Studio.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Burchard's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditch me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Council. Episode 1, The Mad Ones.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sarhon, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Busy with Lord Mortimer or personal reasons? Let's be on the uh more kind of like reserved side of
Your
things.
Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Turn back the question to the Duchess.
And
Do
you,
this.
Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Oh. What are you experiencing, Louis?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for it.
Hugh.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
No, I'm bleeding.
Fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
right? So maybe that's uh what Sarah was talking about at the start, whether you're more important than you think you are. Can I run? I can't.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Diplomat, occultist, or detective? Diplomat. The diplomat is shown in society a talented speaker to avoid flux pus, and he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics in a field. Occultist. The occultist is a master of deception, convinced of the most important knowledge that he is acquiring extensive expertise in science and the arts, using others to achieve his own ends, and does not bother him. And then detective. I've gone with detective before, but I want to go with occultist because that seemed like fun. So I have 1 point. Conviction, etiquette, adopt the aberration, the appropriate behavior to every social situation. Also used to formulate flattery or vile insults. Convince people to share forth that of your will and attitude. Divert people's attention, change. Okay. Linguistics, translate all kinds of documents and conversation in foreign language. Politics, express your grasp of geopolitical situation. Like to etiquette or linguistics. I'm gonna. Oh wait, no, that's. I was in the wrong one. I was in. Be up to date on the scientific method and medical techniques. Benefit from sound culture background of the arts, geography, history. Rely on your knowledge of myth, occult, and religious symbols, as well as ancient languages and secret society. I think that's one. Ooh, manipulation. And then subterfuge. I'm gonna do this. Ah, God. I think I'm gonna do this one first. I have.
I have been involved in all sorts of unsolved cases. Have you ever heard of the Abbey of Hexham?
Vaguely.
An ingenious scam involving mass manipulation on a scale never seen before.
There was a cavern under the abbey, wasn't there?
Exactly. The wind would blow in through spouts, creating a terrifying howling sound. So, to stop the howling, the priests called for offerings from the peasants.
And if they brought enough money, I'm guessing the priest stopped the howling. A perfect trick to fool simple souls.
Admit it, Duchess. That story kept you in suspense, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I'm delighted to find out that you were the young and brilliant French investigator.
For someone who only remembers the case vaguely, your memories are very clear.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all sorry, not at all. So, like, not at all sorry.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt, remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Opportunity. Your skill will allow you to discover hidden details. Select the objects. Select the object that is most suggestive in the situation in order to discover it. Okay.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet on the island had their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality are crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skill used against immunity will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploiting vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talent. Your talent will carry... When carrying out certain actions, remember to review their unlock condition and effects so you... as they offer very interesting improvements. Mastered of alchemy. Yeah. Occult mastery. Elk. Book lover. Judger. Healer. Swift. Jack of all trades. Okay. Charismatic presence. Scarred. And occultist. Okay, I have nothing there. Emily's handkerchiefs. Morbid invitation. Royal Jelly. Royal Jelly restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Pick one to use.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
A Royal Jelly. Can I not look at that? No? Okay. Gross. I'm just looking for stuff. I want to make sure that I'm not missing anything down here. Oh. A collector coin. Last coin in Lord Mortimer Manor. Ugh. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
Alright. Looking for anything that may get my attention.
Good evening, sir.
Oh.
May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Where, Lord Mortimer, what do you know about my mother? Let's keep on track with
I have an
this.
appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Skill. Your skill gives you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost of effort points. Okay. Sorry, the game is being wonky.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll in the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
You will kindly give me the handkerchief.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
I took my inventory.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Oh, you hold both of them down.
It's like the barrel's been
Whoops.
broken for quite some time.
Wonder if I can go get the letter now.
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder.
Take the bar.
This might just come in handy.
Of course, walk down with a iron bar in your pocket will kind of look suspicious, but I guess that's okay. Game logic and such.
Some rope.
Oops.
Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time.
Okay.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
I can't use this. Difficulty 3.
Let's look.
Um,
A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
this would seem suspicious
The address
looking.
is in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. Probably a Dutchman.
Okay.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. Apparently this letter is meant for Pope Pius VI, born Giovanni Braschi. I wonder which one of these people is influential enough to write to the Pope in person. Probably a Dutchman.
Oh, okay. So I already went through that one.
Ritter d'Auchois. Mother, you test me even when you're not here. It's an anagram of Louis Moras de Riche. You wanted to write to me then. Let's see what's inside this letter.
Ooh, nice.
So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful.
Godoy.
I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother? What are these strange turns of phrase? Never heard you speak like that. What's going on here? That you write to me under a pen name, okay. But here you go even further, by trying to avoid raising any suspicions should anyone else read it. I wonder if this Godoy is the person you came looking for. Think! Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound so familiar?
Ah, damn. Politics locked.
I'm
Fuck.
guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Okay, so I can head up to the mansion now. Sweet. That's a pole. There's so much coming in at me that I'm trying to keep everything in order. I may be able to, I'm hoping so, but
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
look at that fucking door. That is insane. It's like a temple door.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You
Yes.
are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Okay.
Listen, if it will help,
Confrontation
always give it to
start.
me.
During the confrontation, you will have to go through several steps while being persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Okay.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
Okay.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together.
Okay,
What
here
do
we
you
go.
do exactly?
You're a member of the Golden Order. Why not look to this
Be
one?
it mother or myself, our motto has always been discretion in all things, and to promise to never betray a word of honor. Was your secret safe with mother? It will be even more so with me.
You have convinced me. The mystery with which your mother manages her business proves that she carries your motto close to her heart. Your words seem sincere, my son.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help,
But
you
I
can
do
always
only
leave
have
your
two.
envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I only have 2 focus points.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful.
Okay, so here we go.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Ooh.
Listen, you have nothing to fear. I will give your letter to
I
my
could have
mother the
gone with
moment I
2
find
with
her.
the bottom one,
The
but
moment you find her? You mean Sarah has gone missing?
oh shit.
Shit, I shouldn't have said that. Let's not exaggerate, Your Eminence. I have no other information at this time. It's probably nothing.
Listen to me, my
Shit.
son. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one
Okay, I need to
other than
rectify
your mother
this.
will read it?
Confrontation last step. For the last step of the confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If your answer is bad, the step will repeat itself until you either give a right one or you have no blunder left. Oh god. Oh, I don't know.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there.
Oh god.
I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Derice. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priest's safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and hidden items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventures. Don't hesitate to look for them.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men. Open to Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Oh, yes. Manuscript. Manuscript allow you to educate yourself during an adventure. At the start of a quest, you can choose to read it. Okay, awesome. Let me do that really quick. Oh, I can't do it now. So this is a point of conviction, and this is occultism. Occultism. Searching around before I go to the fire.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall.
Maybe give it insight on who are hosted then.
Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how awful. Everything in this painting is disturbing. It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Sound like a drum. There. Devil Thorn. Devil Thorn grant you the exalted state. You temporarily see immunity and vulnerability, deflecting a dialogue choice in the conversation you cannot carry for more than 5 at a time. Okay.
A devil's thorn, to be
Cool.
used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Cool. I'm stuck. No, Louis, go around the table. There we go.
Fall of the Damned by Rubens. The man who cannot achieve the salvation of God the Father is offered to fall into the depths of the abyss.
Alright, I think we've searched well enough. This.
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Okay. Alright, let's move on to the gathering.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
That's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Maurras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
About my
At
mother.
the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Riche's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
She gone missing, invent something.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Let's not upset Washington. Let's stay with him and listen to
See
him.
what Washington has to say.
Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, Now's the time.
Tell me more about my mother. Tell me more about this Mortimer. Where did Emily know my mother from? Into that
And
one.
you, Emily, what do you think of my mother?
I only know her through the Order. The one time we met, we only exchanged a few words in a corridor of Parliament.
And was the exchange courteous or impassioned?
I'm not sure if I understand.
Was there any reason for her to be angry with you?
Under other circumstances, I would slap your face for even asking, but I'll put your lack of tact down to her disappearance. Know that your mother is a woman I would love to work with. Her reputation is entirely deserved. Mr. Washington will be able to tell you more.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
How did you come to know her? When did he see her for the last time?
Where did you first meet her?
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Huh.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Other political, the mystery that surround us, the Golden Order, perhaps.
My mother has always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truths from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she used to say now?
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do the others in the Order know, do you think? Whether Mother left the island. Let's stay in the Order.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Home, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
The statue is impressive, and so are the paintings. Rubens, the Caravage, Guignero. Lord Mortimer has very good taste, and the means to express it.
Oh, I see our young sir is a connoisseur.
Yes, in my spare time. Yet, I couldn't tell you who the artist of that painting there I think I recognize a theme, but the style intrigues me.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, well, you wouldn't know. The artist is none other than Lord Mortimer. I thought for a long time that the painting wasn't finished, but my old friend assured me it was. Still, there's no accounting for taste.
Not very conventional, but it sure does hold your attention.
You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Sir Holden, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her
Opportunity
in the
missed.
corridor.
What?
She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Character reveal Elizabeth Adams.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
Go to your room. Is it at the end of the corridor?
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Oh. Although be careful not to miss anything.
Huh, that's me. Huh, that's me.
Oh, that's me. Alright.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
Can I do this one? Open the letter without breaking the seal. How did you do that? Yes.
So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Biaggi wasn't lying. Wow, nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
Go to bed. I want to go to bed. This room is cool looking. This. Calumet water. Calumet water give you focus state. Your next skill will be used in no cost effort. You can't carry more than 5. Okay?
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly. Golden elixir.
Wait, what was that? I got Reliable occultist guard. Other breath. You gain one skill point in agility. Decrease your effort point by 0 during the next quest. Okay. You're telling me to go to bed, so let's go to bed. You didn't find all the clues about your mother on the docks. You didn't pick up the book on the quay. Could have made an unexpected. Okay. I have 4 points available, and I gained 3 effort points. Copy manuscripts. Oh. Let's do a point of conviction. So it's Sir Holmes and possibly Sir Mortimer? Lord Mortimer, should say.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I'm coming.
Yeah. So, alright, let's go into the door. So the way the servant reacted to Louis.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Oh.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Whoops, my bad.
No. What's her name again?
Elizabeth Adams.
My bad.
Well,
Sorry.
she's the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens. I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Ay. If anything, we can come back and replay this and do the other pathway, but I want to investigate my vision.
Sir, I don't feel well. I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
I must act swiftly. I'll search my room later.
That what a ominous like warning. Spy on the men from your vision. Is it through this way? No, that's the cardinal.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, okay. But when Louis entered the mind of the
A Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
the servant kind of shook his head, so I wonder if there's
I recognize this part of the corridor. I'm close.
multiple paths. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
I think to be looked at for jelly.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry,
but an important meeting is underway.
Ah.
My instructions are to let no one pass.
I see. So that's where it's happening, in that room. I've just got to find a way in there. I don't recognize anything in here. This must not be the room for my vision.
What room did I just enter?
Nice decor for a Revolutionary Tribunal judge's room.
Okay, I didn't see what.
A pattern with 4 circles.
Why not? What's this?
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be walking. Some of them still sometimes suffer nightmares about their parents on the scaffold, but I expect they will cease in due course. Should you decide to send us more, please note that another 20 beds will soon be ready. The children and myself will never thank you enough. Long live the Republic. Long live France. Sister Marie-Hélène. All right. I've retrieved everything. All right. I've retrieved everything.
Alright, got some other stuff too. Another coin. That, yeah.
Dear Monsieur Peru. All right. I've retrieved everything.
I should.
Great. Honey.
Oh, cool. Okay.
A letter, addressed to the French Revolutionary Court. He wants to show them his loyalty, and for that, he includes a list of guillotinable people.
Women? Children? Precautionary beheadings? This man would kill them all. This man's ruthless.
I got the back, but I want to see what's here.
Fine quality boots. Given the size of them, the man they belong to must be pretty big.
Dear friend, please come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing operations in Paris. A boat will be waiting for you in Calais and will take you to Dover in England. From there, a carriage will take you to the port of Tintagel, where a frigate will be waiting for you and other guests, so you can meet up with me on my island as quickly as possible. I await your arrival. Lord William Mortimer.
Golden elixir. Nice. So just a boot again. A bathtub. Some fruit. Fruit of your labors. Yeah, I think we're good in here.
This window's blocked.
Of course it is. Ah, damn it. Okay, so I'll have to find another way. Let me do this, inventory. Um, I'm gonna equip that. Oh, I saw something over there. Yeah. Ah. Elixir, nice.
A
With
few
this.
leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Cool. Another book. Whoops.
The Quorum Guide.
Another book. Nice. Alright. So,
That's not the right way.
okay.
Tell me, my good man.
Sir?
Question the servant, give a servant a task, pretend to have an urgent message, scare him. I'm tempted. Let's do it.
Let me through. I'm in a hurry and they've already begun.
Sorry, sir, but no one is permitted to enter.
First, you delayed me at the dock. Then, at the buffet, you spilled red wine all over me. Then, you put my luggage in the wrong room.
It wasn't me, sir.
Don't try to trick me with the mask like last year. You've taken a dislike to me, and I don't know why, but it's too much. Let's pay a visit to Sir Home right now.
I beg you, sir, please enter. My apologies, and I hope the rest of your stay will prove satisfactory.
That server gonna have it out for me because I keep hitting shit on him.
The Battle of Alexander at Issus, or how Alexander the Great triumphed over King Darius. Yet another one with delusions of grandeur. My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly.
I should be
Situation is
listening.
rapidly worsening here.
Sorry.
Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte.
Ah. Napoleon Mother.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles.
Ooh. Damn. Okay. But listening. This is what we're here for.
I can't hear anything here. I've got to find another spot.
God damn it. Alright. Perhaps we go outside. This.
A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
No, really? You saw the French soldier come in during your vision. Of course, you had no idea who it is, so.
This window opens onto the balcony.
Go ahead. Go out.
Okay, so that means the other room must be on my right.
Sir, I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What? Here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Now.
Shit. Why are you walking so slow?
Well, I better get away from here.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains.
Disconnected. This concern. Somebody threw up balance and it will cause you effort point to increase your skill.
Still.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
I'm not here for you.
What are you doing in my room?
I thought a night's stroll would help me sleep better. A servant must have closed the window behind me and
my window was the only way for you to get back inside. Most convincing. What were you really doing on the balcony?
Seeing the window open, I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me. Now that I'm safe and sound, tell me more. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
I overheard a conversation between a French soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved, something about a military campaign. Apparently my mother validated an order of cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any details? A date? What they were for?
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No, but I won't forget. Thank you. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted to open it for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Louis.
Alright, so back to bed we go. Which way is my room? This way. That was close.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
I'm exhausted. Better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Hmm. Nothing failed. Nice. I could have prevented a violent confrontation. Huh. God, there's so many alternate paths. Oh boy, we went up a lot. Let's at 1 point and okay. Oh, I have 1 point available. Do that. God, there's so much stuff that you could do. It's insane. So very bright.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Encyclopedia. Cannot be equipped. Assemble all the pages of the manuscript. Oh, okay. That one. Okay. So I could hold the start quest. I think once I start quest, I think it's saved. At least I hope so. Because I'm gonna end it right here. Let me start quest. And there's so much going on. It had me intrigued, and so I'm hoping to get everything in the next episode. We'll come back tomorrow. I'm sorry the game lags during some of the cutscenes, but other than that, it runs pretty smoothly. I know there's not a lot of opportunity for talking. It's all uh listening and stuff, but that's what the game is. Uh, but I'm so intrigued with the fact that we have the ability to have visions, and I think when we go into another character's mind, I think they know that we're there, but they aren't sure what's going on. Um, and then we have visions of stuff that hadn't happened before, like the one with Sarah and Emily. So, but maybe that's an avoidable um path of Emily being killed. And apparently, Sarah had been roughed up, so she getting into some trouble. And so many people don't know the order doesn't know that she's here. So that's odd. Um, except for the priest, she seemed to know. He seemed to know that Sarah was gonna be there. So there's stuff afoot. And we will continue it tomorrow. I hope to God it saves. Oh, it just kicked me right out. So we're gonna jump over to chatting, and I'm gonna jump back into the game to make sure that it did save, which I'm pretty sure it did, but can't be too careful because I've done the first two so many times, but it makes me mad that I failed so much because you can go down that uh on the dock. You can go down to the okay. Yeah, it did. It saved. Okay. Wine and cannon to the next one. So that's what we're gonna do next time. Okay. Perfect. Let me just exit out of it and call it good. So I want to play these consecutively, so I keep the stuff fresh in my mind, and I will mull them over uh during off stream. So we will come back tomorrow. What time is it now? It's what, 7? Um, maybe we'll come back at the same time tomorrow, maybe later, but we will definitely be playing it consecutively. So yeah, I'm intrigued. I want to find out what's going on. And then maybe we can go back and see what we can do. Cause this game in total is 14 hours. So, and I have this chapter 1 and chapter 2. Uh, actually no, I have the full game. Yeah, I have the full game. Or all the chapters, so we can play them consecutively without having stalling points. So because of all the information that is being said as you're going through, it's really hard to talk and speak your mind in each section. So I would try to keep stuff clear and do a kind of a breakdown at the end of each episode of what's going on and stuff. Um, for the first two that we've done, I'm intrigued to find out what Louis has and what Sarah is hiding. So, I don't know. We will continue tomorrow. I hope you guys enjoyed. I know that it might not be a favorable game among most, but it is intriguing, and so I will continue to play it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a nice night, guys.